So tonight on the couch, I have the one and only Steve Gard. How are you, Steve?
I'm well, Gaz. How are you going?
Yeah, fantastic, thanks. And thanks for coming in, Steve. Look,
Thanks for having me.
Tonight, I have a special guest on the couch, the one and only Mr. Wayne Pride. Thanks for joining us, Wayne. How are you tonight?
I'm good, mate. Thanks for inviting me along.
Sweet. Mr. Brendan Fosdyke. How are you, Brendan?
I'm great, mate. How are you?
Mate, couldn't be better. So this week on the couch, or the chair, we're going to get a couch one day, is Mr. Des Jose. Welcome, Des.
Yeah,
Wonderful to
thank
have
you,
you in here.
Thank you.
I'd like you to welcome Graham. How are you, Graham? On the couch?
I'm well, and thanks for having us. It's great to be here.
So this week on the couch, we have none other than Mr. Frank Genovese. How are you today, Frank?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you, Gary.
Thanks for coming in. And our guest this week was born in England, plays a mean harmonica, loves blues and soul music. He's a dad, he's a granddad. He's just an all-round, essentially nice guy. So this week on the couch, or the chair, is none other than Richard Roberts. Welcome, Richard, to the show.
Welcome, thank you very much, Gary.
So how are you tonight? Mr. John Goldsmith, who's probably employed most of the musicians in Perth, and we're all grateful for everything you've done, and also for providing us instruments to play. Yeah. And tonight on the couch, or I always say chair, is none other than Greg Keamy. And Greg, he's a bit of an entrepreneur, Greg. He has many homes in Langkawi, Singapore, and Perth, of course. And he's back in Perth doing a bit of a musical thing with the Pub Legends. And welcome to the couch, Mr. Dave Crosby. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, thank you, Gaz. How are you?
Dave, I'm well, mate. I'm sure all our audience out there would have heard you bellowing your notes out of the pubs of Perth over the last 30 or 40 years. So tonight on the couch is very young Mr. Michael Parks. How are you, Michael?
Hello there, Gary.
Thanks for coming in.
Long time no see.
Very much so.
Nice
How
to
are
see
you, mate?
Yeah, good. Yeah,
We're
great.
actually going international. On this show, we typically find out something about our guests that we didn't already know. And thanks to ProCopy, we're able to bring you an insight into one of our international guests, Mr. Ian Falk. How are you tonight, Ian?
I'm very good, Gary.
Thank you
Good
for
to
coming
see
in.
you. Thank you.
Ian, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I
Okay.
have Mr. Mark Donahue on the couch, and normally the saying is Donnie is good.
It is good, apparently, yeah.
And I've known tonight it's very special for me because one of my idols is here, and I'm getting really excited. Welcome to the bench, Mr. Dave Hull.
Thanks,
Thank you
Gary.
for coming in.
A pleasure.
Dave, firstly, where were you born?
I was born in Cheshire in England.
And for our guests, could you tell us where Cheshire is?
Cheshire's that little bit that sticks out just above Wales.
On the couch, or the chair as it were, is Mr. Dom Mariani. Dom, thanks for coming in.
No worries.
So nice to have you here.
Thank you.
A brilliant band called The Night After. So Stephanie Tonatora and Lorraine Jones.
Hey
How are you
guys.
girls?
Good, really
So
good.
nice to have you girls
Oh,
here.
thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. Hey, one of the smoothest country music singers in Australia. Always original, always interesting, and thanks to ProCopy, of course. Please welcome Mr. Pete Busher. How are you, Pete?
Good, Gary. How are you, mate?
Yep, really well, thanks, mate.
That's good.
Just want to, and this week we have a very special guest, a man of big magnitude in the industry here, Mr. John Pekovic. How are you, John?
Good, Gaz. How are you?
Thank you very much for coming.
Pleasure.
Get a bit of an insight into your journey in your career in the music industry. And tonight on the couch, or chair really, is none other than Lindsay Wells. Mr. Lindsay Wells, how are you tonight?
Great to be here, Gary.
Yep.
Good, mate. Yeah.
Known you for a long time. And tonight on the couch, or on the chair, sorry Damien, I promised you a couch, as Mr. Damien Ward from V Capri. It was the biggest band you were in, I think, and magnificent, colourful history you have there. But and this week on the couch, we have a very colourful musician. How are you, Rick?
I'm very good. How are you?
Mr. Rick Whittle, thank you
Mate,
for coming
you're
in.
looking really swell. I feel a bit undressed about it.
Mate, I could get my producer to go and get you some ties if you like, and we could.
If he's got one there.
Yeah. We have the legend, Mr. Wayne Green. How are you, Wayne?
Good, mate, how are you?
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming in.
Pleasure, mate.
And tonight, in the chair, I have this man, Jim Rossiter. How are you tonight, Jim?
I don't think that's any of your business, Gary.
You going to shake my hand, at least? We have a wonderful person, Mr. Paul Reynolds. Paul, how are you tonight?
Great, thanks, Gary. And you?
Yeah, fantastic, and really nice to have you in here, Paul.
Excellent, good to be here.
This week on the chair, we have Mr. Paul Ewing. How are you, Paul?
Gary,
Great to see you.
Welcome. Good to see you too.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, the chair, we have Mr. Ray Van Ross. How are you, Ray?
Hey, Gary.
Thank you
Good
for
to
coming
be here,
in.
buddy.
Yep, thanks for coming in. You're looking very colourful tonight.
Thank you,
On the
sir.
couch or the chair is Mr. John Lament.
Hi,
John,
Gary.
how are you, mate?
Good, thank you.
Really nice to have you here tonight.
It's comfortable, whatever it is, Gary. The comfy chair.
Yes, the comfy chair sitting tonight is a man who's a father of 3, a grandfather of 5. We have none other than Mr. Ian Simpson. How are you, Ian?
Good, really good. Nice to...
Finger-licking banjo player.
Oh yeah, you might hear someone in a little while.
Oh, well, we have one guitar legend, Mr. John Meyer. Thank you for coming in, John.
Thank you, Gary. Nice to be here.
And I say that very sincerely, mate, because, you know, ever since I was 15, I used to follow you around, watching you play in all sorts of different bands, and you're a big inspiration for me.
We might need a couch for therapy, eh? Do you think?
Well, maybe, yeah, we would.
Psychoanalysis.
You could lie down and I could ask you the questions.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Gary.
Yeah, look,
really enjoyed this program.
Yep.
Watching it over the last 25 plus episodes,
Yep.
It's been great, mate.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you for
you a
watching.
girl?
Yes, you may call me a girl, Gary.
So tonight on the couch or chair, we have Lisa Hill. Lisa,
Hello, how are you going?
Yeah, I'm really well. Thank you so much for
That's
coming
good.
in. I just love the tie.
Well,
Aaron,
Nice to Thank you, Gary.
Thanks for coming
inviting. I feel quite flattered you'd asked me, so it's great.
oh, I didn't ask you, my producer did. But Jim Sheridan, welcome to the profile.
Gary, thanks for having us.
Thank you very much for coming in. Have you enjoyed the catering and
Perfect. Beautiful.
look, getting to the main thing, Jamie Page, so wonderful to have you on the show.
I guess.
Thanks so much for coming down, and you've been a very dear friend for a long time of mine.
Long time.
And I'm so excited to talk to you tonight. So
It's great.
yeah. So and tonight we've got Mr. Brendan O'Brien.
Hi,
How are you, mate?
I'm really good, thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
It's a
Tonight we
pleasure.
have a wonderful bass player on the couch or chair. Wish we had a couch. Roy Daniels. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Very nice to have you.
Yeah.
Very nice. And tonight on the comfy chair, we have a very funny man,
Reg Carthy.
Reg. Mr. Reg Carson. How are you, mate? I was waiting for you to say something there, Connie. You've just been look at all of the great musicians we've had around for years. And tonight, none other than Marie Klassen. I hope I pronounced that properly.
Klassen, actually.
Klassen. It's got class, hasn't it?
Yes,
You're-
a little bit.
You're sitting on the couch, or I like to say it's a chair.
It's a
in the
very
couch.
comfortable one.
Is it? Cool. I've just been told off by Mark Whitehouse because I didn't say the right thing. So we had to start again. Now, on the couch, or the chair, tonight, we have the one and only Mr. Brendan Darby. How are you, Brendan?
G'day, Gary.
Yeah.
And thanks for having another crack at it.
Mate, look, was that Al's why Ella boy? Aren't you, Al?
I am so.
How are you, mate?
Good, Gary. Good to see you.
Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate
No problems.
you coming in.
How are you, Gary?
Matt, I'm well. Yourself?
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, Matt.
My pleasure.
So
Correct you, it's Enrico.
Oh, sorry.
Let's get it right.
Yes.
As long
So,
as you...
how are you, Enrico?
Very well, thank you.
So nice to have you here.
Yeah.
What we've had many requests to get you on the show, Mr. Peter Anderson.
Gary Dunn, thank you very much, and that's a nice compliment.
Mate, thank you for joining us.
There
Look,
must be a lot of funny people out there.
yeah, there are. Obviously, if you've watched the show, we've got plenty of them. Mr. Dave Harrison, welcome to the show.
Gary, thank you very much.
How are you, mate?
Terrific, fantastic, yeah.
Excellent with a man who's just come from the hairdressers, fresh out. Mr. Alan Pithers, how are you, Al?
G'day, Gary. How are you, mate?
Yep.
Good to see you, mate.
Deja vu, I feel like I've done this before.
Oh, yeah, so do I. It's been a long time, mate. At least about 5 seconds.
Yes.
Thank you, Gary.
How are you,
Pleasure to
mate?
be here.
Good.
Good.
Mate, guitar players, my favourites. So it's wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you. We do keep in little groups.
Yes. Well, I remember Mr. Peter Williams. Legend
are you,
of
Gary?
the past. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you.
Likewise, Pete, thanks for coming in.
Well, that's what it's all about, Gary. You know, family, friendship, and I treat you and especially your wife as family.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, no, it's
Bob,
right, mate.
so nice
Kind
to
of-
have you here.
It's fabulous being here.
Mr. Steve Dallas.
Oh, Gary, how you
Right,
going?
yeah, I'm well. Steve, yourself?
Thanks.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Pleasure.
He's Richie Pavlidis, and we're here to talk about, some people call you Ricardo, don't they?
Well, I've been known to
Yep.
call me Ricardo, yeah.
So, Ricardo, we're going to learn a little bit about Richie's journey, and I'll start with, where were you born? I left the David Jones ladies' shoe department and got a job in Musgroves. And I bumped into this guy, Mr. Terry Addison. How are you, Terry?
Gary, lovely to be here.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Pleasure.
Really nice to have you, and I know you've got lots of stories to tell us. One of the most wonderful people I've ever met in my life.
Thanks, mate.
Mr. Vinnie Correa.
That's
How are you,
fabulous
mate?
intro.
I had to throw away my notes because I don't reckon we need them.
I think anybody that knows you and is your friend would have to be a great bloke.
Yeah. We have one of the best finger-licking, picking guitar players you will ever see in your life. Mr. Greg Bird. I call him Brother Birdman. How are you, Brother Birdman?
Brother Dunn, how are you?
I'm well, mate.
Good
Thanks,
to see you.
Mr. Mike Nelson. Mike, how are you?
Hello, Gary. Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Likewise, and thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Let's start with very hot.
It is.
Is a legend, Mr. Chris Brady. How are you, Chris?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, I think so, anyway.
Yep. Thanks for coming in, Chris.
Well, I wasn't in there, but Rod Christian.
Hi, Rod.
Thanks. Very good, thanks. Yeah. Great to be here, Gary.
Thanks for coming in, Rod. So nice to see you again after all these. That's got nothing to do with keyboards, has it?
Absolutely nothing.
John Webster.
Gary.
Welcome. Not often we have keyboard players on here.
No.
But tonight, here we are. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Lee Sinton.
Hi, Gary.
Thank you for coming in.
Pleasure.
So nice to have you here. Is Mr. Rick Selby. Welcome, Rick.
Hi, Gary. Thanks.
Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
He's Eddie Storm. You're sitting in the hot seat tonight, Eddie.
I certainly am.
And we're all very interested to hear all your stories. You go back a long way in Perth, and I have much respect, so I'm really happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Pleasure to be here.
So I want to know, beautiful lady Annie Neal. How are you, Annie?
Well, thank you for having me on here. It's fantastic.
So nice to have you on
Yeah,
the show.
it's a real privilege.
And in the comfy chair tonight is Mr. Steve Rozier. How are you, Steve?
Very good, mate. Good to see you.
Likewise. And
Nice to be here.
thanks so much for coming. Tonight on the couch, or the chair, we have Mr. Tim Count. How are you, Tim?
I'm very well, thanks, Gary.
Good to see you, and really nice to have you in here.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Tonight on the couch, or the chair, as I call it, Keith McDonald.
Keith.
How are you, mate?
Thank you for having us on board.
No worries, mate. Thank you for coming in.
Okay.
So, he is Dick Haynes, and we're going to talk to Dick tonight. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, thanks, Gary.
You can shake my hand if you like. They look pretty full there. You got your glasses and your.
Got a few.
How are you tonight, Dino?
I'm great. I can't believe you just said Dino.
Well, you hate me saying Dino. I remember you used to punch me.
Yeah.
Don't call me Dino. And the hot seat tonight is one of my favourite persons of all time, Mr. Johnny Young. How are you, mate?
Gary, what have you done? You've got me here. Is this like 60 Minutes? Do I have to expose all my deep, dark secrets?
Not at all, Johnny. I'm not going to make
Because I don't have any.
You don't?
What you see is what you get.
This is Peter Harris, and this is Spot.
Hello, Spot. Hello, Peter.
How you going there, Pete?
I missed the voice. I was supposed to say hello, Spot, and you were supposed to say
Hello, Fraser.
sorry.
How am I? Hot seat tonight is a really old friend of mine, actually. I shouldn't say old.
Oh, we are. Same vintage.
Same vintage. Simon Goodrich. How are you, mate?
Lovely to see you guys.
Likewise, mate. And thanks for the hot seat, the comfy chair. Mr. Lance Carapet.
How are you, Gaz?
Good, mate. Did I say that all right?
You said it perfect.
Mate, good to see you, Joy.
I am really fantastic.
Good on you.
Get rid of my security blanket, that's my guitar. I don't sit down without playing guitar.
Don't you?
No.
Did you bring your guitar?
I didn't bring
Mr. Kenny Walther.
Yes.
Do you mind if I call you Kenny?
Not at all, Gary.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time.
Pleasure.
On the couch, in the hot seat, in everything tonight is wonderful man, Mr. Rick Steele. How are you, Rick?
I'm very well, thanks. Good. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, and pleasure. Comfy chair tonight.
It is comfy.
Mr. Alf Damasi. How are you,
Cheers,
mate?
Gary. So good to see you, mate.
Very nice to see you
Good
too,
to see
mate.
we're both alive, buddy.
I know.
Isn't that wonderful.
The comfy chair tonight is, what's your name?
Depends if you're the taxation department or not.
What is your real name?
Keith Roberts.
No, tell me
The whole lot?
Yes, please.
Keith William McDonald Roberts.
Where did that come from? Kelly Green. How are you tonight, Kelly?
Well, after that introduction, I'm wonderful. I feel great.
So nice to have you on the show.
Thank you so
look,
much.
You look so beautiful.
I
tonight.
really am very proud and pleased to be here. Honestly, I am.
Yeah, and finally we have the legend, the great friend, Mr. Peter Borg in the chair. How are you, Pete?
Well, Gary, thanks very much for having me.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
My pleasure.
Or the comfy chair. Is that comfy?
Comfy
Pete?
chair.
Mr. Peter Nell.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Peter. Yourself?
I'm very well.
Thanks for coming in on the
Comfy.
comfy chair on the couch. You comfortable, sir?
I am very comfortable.
Sue Black. Sue, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Basil Videlli, how are you, mate?
Thanks for the invite. Yeah, good.
Mate, thanks for coming in. Really interested to hear your story and your journey in
How long
life.
does this program go?
Mate, and in the hot seat tonight is Mr. Brian Davidson.
Gary?
Brian, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate, thank you. Good to see you.
Look, did you get the catering tonight, the cakes and the
Got to look after the boys.
hot seat or comfy chair? Sometimes we call it the couch. Mr. Steve Ram. How are you, Steve?
Pleasure, Gary. Nice to be here.
Thank you for coming in, mate.
At ProCopy, we can transfer audio to CD, make CD, DVD and Blu-ray copies, transfer video to DVD, Blu-ray or HD, digitise slides and photos and supply custom USBs. You can see more details at procopy.com.au or call us on 08 9375 3902 for more information.